Maybe you've seen this too. Someone walking through something incredibly hard, maybe a disability or cancer, and yet they're praising Jesus with a joy and boldness that doesn't make sense to the world. It's the kind of thing that makes you stop and think. My sister was one of those people. When she was battling breast cancer, I watched something remarkable happen. The worse the cancer got, the closer she drew to Jesus. Her body was getting weaker, but her faith was getting louder. She wasn't just holding on to Jesus, she was witnessing for him with a boldness that honestly amazed me. I remember one day she told me she was excited because she had spent the previous evening in the ER. She was thankful that she had the chance to share Jesus with people there and pray with them. She wasn't excited about the ER. She was excited about the purpose. She believed that if she could point even one person toward Jesus, that moment was not wasted. In that moment, I felt two things at the same time. First, awe. Because who does that? Who sits in an ER sick and exhausted and sees it as a mission field? And second, I felt this deep introspection. I wondered if I would be able to do this. Is my relationship with Jesus strong enough that I would praise him in the storm and still think about others who are hurting? Her attitude made me think of Jesus on the cross. His suffering wasn't hidden, it was seen. And the way he suffered, the way he forgave, the way he entrusted himself to the Father. It moved a Roman centurion to say, surely this was a righteous man. Even in his agony, Jesus was drawing people to God. And I think of Paul and Silas in prison. They had been beaten, chained, thrown into a dark cell, and yet they sang. They worshiped. Their praise in the midst of suffering shook the foundations of that prison, and it opened the jailer's heart, who immediately gave his life to Christ. Their suffering didn't silence their faith, it amplified it. When believers suffer with hope, the world notices. So I find myself praying, Lord, as I grow in my relationship with you, teach me to suffer in a way that points people to the life giver. Let my storms become a testimony. Let my trials draw others to you. And when I walk through hard things, let my praise be louder than my pain. Because the truth is, when we have a genuine relationship with Jesus, it changes not only how we live, it changes how we suffer. And sometimes that's the very thing that leads someone else to him. So here's the question I want to leave you with today. When your next storm comes, big or small, how might God use even your difficult moments to help someone else to see his goodness?
For more inspiration, visit lifestreams.org.